My name is Jacob Johnson and I'm a PhD student in the Advanced Robotics and Controls Lab at UCSD, working with Professor Michael Yip. In this video, I will present our work, Dynamically Constrained Motion Planning Networks. In this presentation, we'll go over our proposed algorithm and showcase some of the advantages of using our method compared to traditional methods. The motion planning problem is among the core robotics challenges, which aims to find a path between a given start and goal state, while satisfying a set of desired constraints. The problem is made even more challenging when planning must be done in real time. Traditionally, there are two categories of planning techniques proposed for non-holonomic constraints. One is the sampling-based motion planning algorithms like anytime RRT star, and the other is the non-sampling based planning methods like dynamic window approach and time elastic band. Sampling-based planners are able to provide paths with probabilistic completeness, but are relatively slow in generating plans. Non-sampling based methods, on the other hand, are fast to generate plans, but they often get stuck in local minimum or require considerable relaxation of goal constraints. Recently, a sampling-based planner called Motion Planning Network was proposed by Ahmed and others. It uses neural networks to generate samples for planning a path. Like traditional sampling-based planners, the method offers probabilistic completeness and can solve planning problems considerably faster. But the models require a huge number of training data and can currently only solve planning problems for robots with holonomic constraints. Dynamic motion planning network is also a deep neural network-based iterative planning algorithm. It takes the subgoals between given start and goal states from a global C-space planner and finds a kinematically feasible path between them with a high computational speed and completeness guarantees. Real-time planning is made possible by planning during executing the previous plan, similar to anytime planning systems. As part of this work, we provide Dynamic MPNet as a ROS plugin that can be used with the ROS move-based navigation stack as a local planner. Dynamic MPNet consists of two main networks, the encoder network and the planning network. The encoder network maps the obstacle information into a latent space representation, which along with the target position and the current position of the robot are passed to the planner network to predict the next state. The encoder network comprises of convolution networks, whereas the planner network is a fully connected neural network. To train the model, we collect samples using RRT star, and both the networks are trained in an end-to-end fashion by backpropagating through a mean square error. Like all other local planners, we generate a kinematically feasible solution for a small section of the map. In order to generalize the network to different maps, the obstacle representation to the encoder network are egocentric to the robot. This can be viewed as a normalization step to disentangle the robot position and the global map to predict the next state. This allows us to achieve generalizability to unknown maps using 10 times less data compared to MPNet. The network starts planning using the current position, the target position from the global plan, and the local cost map to generate a sequence of kinematically feasible states. For each step, if the predicted state is kinematically feasible and is collision-free, it is used as the current position for the next prediction. Thus, for each feasible point, an egocentric cost map encoding is required. This cost map is achieved by translating the initial cost map. It is necessary to pad the obstacle map such that no loss in obstacle information occurs after transforming the map to an egocentric pose. Consider the local planning problem where the green and the red arrow represent the current and the target position, respectively. Given the egocentric cost map, the current and the target position, the network produces the next state. The network repeats this process till a kinematically feasible path is produced. To predict the next point, the current cost map is translated using the previously predicted point such that the robot is egocentric to the blue arrow. Then a similar sampling step is made as in the initial predict. If the goal can be connected using a kinematically feasible path from the new sample point, the planner terminates. The final path is followed using a trajectory tracking algorithm. We used Dubins curve to connect the waypoints and an MPC-based trajectory tracking algorithm to follow the trajectory. We were able to show that dynamic MPNet was able to generalize to unseen maps. Here, the network was trained on the map on the left and was able to solve planning problems for an unseen map shown on the right. We compared our algorithm with two other methods, dynamic window approach and anytime RRT star. We tested the planning accuracy of all the three algorithms over 200 planning problems over different environments. We are able to show that dynamic MPNet is able to achieve higher accuracies compared to the other two algorithms over all environments. Here we look at the performance of the three algorithms on the same planning problem to kind of get an understanding of why dynamic MPNet performs better. Anytime RRT star algorithm is able to generate plans, but as soon as it reaches areas with a lot of obstacles, it's not able to generate plans fast enough. The TWA generates plans but gets stuck in a local minimum. Dynamic MPNet is able to leverage the randomness of RRT star, but at the same time sample points more efficiently to generate kinematically feasible paths. We have also integrated Dynamic MPNet as a local planner with a raw smooth-based navigation stack. For more instructions to install the package, please visit the following GitHub page. To summarize, we have proposed a new algorithm that can solve a real-time motion planning problem for non-holonomic robots. This method is reliable than compared to traditional methods and is more efficient to train compared to motion planning networks. We have also provided a ROS plugin that seamlessly integrates with the ROS navigation stack. Please forward any questions to jjj025@ucst.edu. Thank you.